What's up, guys? My name is Peter Valadez, and I'm going to do a tarot reading and a deck of cartography reading for the collective unconscious. All signs and all people, whoever comes across this video. This is going to be my first official video. I've been watching tarot readings for the longest time. And let's play some tarot. Let's have fun and let's try to reveal whatever we have to reveal. I just recently got into the deck of cards. I got this Tattoo Tarot. But I'm more so being drawn to the deck of cards right now. I find that it's a lot more easier to read without the trump cards. But we can also pull some tarot deck cards to reveal some meanings, or maybe get a foundation going. The deck of cards might even work better as clarifiers, since I find the trump cards and the reversals in the tarot deck could be kind of confusing. I've been learning my shit lately. So, again, this is my first reading for the collective unconscious. This is late August and into September 2019. So, let's have fun. First and foremost, Spirit, I ask that you give us all a message. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards first, and then we'll go from there and see if anything comes up. Please like, subscribe, leave comments, good vibes, all that good stuff. So let's see what we got. Cards feel ready. Got the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and got the 5 of Wands. All upright. Okay, I like that. So the 3 of Cups. 3s are about creativity and expansion, setting out. Cups is about emotion, compassion, water signs. So this is a celebratory card, almost in the line of victory. But yeah, just celebration, good vibes all around. The Knight is usually a messenger. Wands is passion and desire. So take that for what you can. Possibly something's coming in after a celebratory mode or mood. Something, fiery, passionate, desire-based coming in. Knight of Wands. 5 is also about change and expansion. Wands is fire sign. Aries, Leo. Energy going on here. Somewhat combative, but for the sake of change and expansion. Sagittarius energy as well, fire signs. So yeah, we're in like a celebratory phase. I know Labor Day is coming up. You got the Knight of Wands, so a message is coming as far as potential competition and or something in regards to trying to define the collective unconscious's reality regarding expansion, change, and growth. Let's see. Let's pull some regular plain deck cards. I see that interesting to note that the Knight of Wands is essentially looking at the conflict and for positive expansion and growth towards the Wands, the 5 of Wands. Let's, I guess, clarify the 5 of Wands with our plain deck cards. Let's get a good shuffle. Spirit, I ask that you send us in the right direction and give us some good content and feedback, messages for the collective unconscious. All that good stuff. Okay, first coming out for the, also just to note, I like the deck because there's no reversals. Either way you look at it, it's upright, which is always good. First card coming out is the Ace of Clubs, which is the Ace of Wands in the tarot, to signify, so yeah, this conflict and this creative expansion with the Five of Wands is going to lead to a new opportunity and desire and willpower and passion with the Ace of Wands. Something brand new, fresh, excited for the fall season, rounding out the year into the holiday season. A little bit more on that Ace of Clubs. We have the Four of Hearts. 4 is all about stability, formation, practicality, application. The hearts in the tarot, translates to the cups. So we got the 4 cups here. Maybe some sort of opportunity that we are not necessarily feeling at the moment, but it's still presented to us. We're kind of lamenting over the 3 cups, as portrayed traditionally in the tarot. Man sitting up against a tree. Maybe the cups are spilled over or upright, but he's unhappy. His arms are crossed. But the heavens are introducing him to a cup. So we have this 3 of Cups here in celebration. So we're celebrating something. Collective unconscious. The Knight of Wands is coming with a new, desire, fiery passion. So we got water energy, we got fire energy. There's a lot of fire energy here as we leave Leo season. If you're into astrology, moving into Earth, Virgo, harvest moon, I think on the 14th. It's interesting that we have the 1 and the 4, speaking of the harvest moon on the 14th. So there's something there. It's interesting to think about. I'm kind of just trying to intuit things at the moment. Yeah, your Knight of Wands, which is presenting a message. The Knight is the messenger, and then you got the Ace of Wands, which is like the start of a new, I want to say enterprise, or the start of building something new. Probably reflective or based on, because you have 3 of Cups here and the 4 of Cups. Based on something worth celebrating from the past, maybe. But now you're seeing it in a different light, or you're not so satisfied, and maybe another party and how they were kind of celebrating, claiming victory. But that Knight of Wands is coming, some new fiery energy to maybe get to where you want to get after you're lamenting the situation. So is that 8 of Wands, some conflict and desire and will, and kind of asserting the reality with 5 of Wands. Let's see what's going on. Why are we at the 4 of Cups right now, and how do we get to where we want to be? You got the 3 of Coins, 3 diamonds in the deck, which is 3 coins. Cooperation, working, good work is being done. The 3 represents, creativity and expansion, as opposed to the 5, which is change, hopefully for the better. Conflict, the 5 is. The 3 is creativity. Coins is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doing good work here. Formation of parties, similar to the 3 Cups in that sense. But it's more grounded, not as emotionally based. So we could be dealing with a work atmosphere or environment, some new fiery change, energy for the good. Again, a lot of fire energy on the board. You got the Knight of Wands, you got the Ace of Clubs, which is Wands, and you got the 5 of Wands, possibly denoting some victory here when it comes to the work environment, after something previously celebrated. which maybe you haven't completely been aligned with, but maybe you have some sort of influence with this new energy coming in. And it's going to lead to good work. So let us pull some more tarot. Just interesting to note, everyone has something going on in the background, their backstory, and this is already really resonating with my situation in a good way. So I hope that you could take something from it. Let's pull Spirit. If you have any other messages for the collective unconscious, let's talk about it. Let's see what we're doing here. What do you want to say? What do you want to think about? What do you want to feel about? Let's meditate over it. Maybe we get some flippers. Okay, again, work. You have the 8. The 8 of coins. Coins is earth energy, grounded, earthly materialism, financial. You're doing the work, apprenticeship. Trying to think, because you got the 8 of swords, you got the 8 of wands. I'm just trying to go over what the number 8 is. Excuse me if I'm not as well versed, but again, this is the first video, but I do know that the 8 in regards to the coins is kind of sticking to it, doing a lot of work, putting in the time and effort, doing your due diligence. Yeah, so there's that to go inside with our little work story that we got going on. But you've been doing the work. Whatever you've been celebrating is definitely vindicated, or worth celebrating. But maybe it's not enough. Maybe there's something missing in regards to the fulfillment. But hopefully this fiery energy coming in wants to change it. So we have the Hierophant in regards to tradition, marriage, esotericism, esoteric meaning, traditional values. Maybe you're going against the grain, maybe you're going for it. Let's pull one more tarot card and then try to clarify with the deck. Let's go with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is moving towards completion. 9 is almost 10, so it's moving towards completion. Wands, again with this fiery energy, going with the work theme, desire, passion. Maybe you try to assert something and it's kind of left you banged up, bruised up, beaten up, cut, bruised. So you see that? Tattoo tarot. 9 of Wands, but the good news is that this burden is finally coming to an end soon. So maybe what you are passionate about is going to more so come into alignment with maybe not having to be so passionate about. Maybe finally feeling some rest in regards to the relationship of tradition. Again, it's just work themes, a lot of work. Maybe you're taking a vacation, maybe you're taking time off, going into the school season. Maybe you're taking a week or 2 off from work. You've been working a lot. Maybe you're reevaluating what you're working towards and what's worth celebrating. And maybe you're starting your own, means of income and your own business and making money for yourself instead of working so hard for the establishment. So let's clarify this 9 of Wands. We have a 2 of Diamonds, which is coins in the tarot. So you're trying to keep balance, a decision possibly in regards to the material realm. Again, earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. 2, cooperation, balance, possible agreement. Maybe you're forming a new alliance or a new business partnership with individuals, but what might that decision be revolved around? Let's pull another card. King of Clubs. Clubs again. In translation to the tarot is wands. Famously the King of Wands gets shit done. Fiery energy. So you have a lot of, he's mastered the realm of will, passion, and desire. Again, we had a lot of fire energy from the outset with the Knight of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So something, maybe a fire sign is coming in new to you. And, it's going to help you make a decision or give you some sort of motivation. Excuse the noise in the background, by the way. But, yeah, the King of Wands. So, yeah, whatever he says, he doesn't lift a finger, really. But it gets done. I'll say that, fire, will, passion, desire. It's the onset of, in the tarot, it's traditionally fires first and water. So you have your incentive, your passion, the seed, your spark, and then that's usually reaffirmed or doubled down, I should say, with water. And after the water comes logic and, the air elements, the sword elements, and then, which is thought. And then eventually we get to that earth energy. So it's always that traditional movement in the tarot is fire, then water, then logic and reason, strategy, and then we manifest it with earth, materialism, the realm of sensuality, the senses, 6 senses, 5 senses, that we live in this 3D world. So this King of Wands, whatever the decision, something's coming to a completion. And again, it might be a graduating energy based on a decision, earthly decision, that you've leveled up to this King of Wands status. So where you could call the shots and whatever you say goes, in a sense. Maybe a way in which you operate, which goes against the traditional way of how things operate. Let's get one more. That King of Wands. You got your 7 of Clubs, which is 7 of Wands in the tarot. Maybe having a fight for it again with the Knight of Wands. You've probably fought for a while now. That's going to come to an end pretty soon. Maybe it's a stay or go decision, but in any event, it seems like it would be good. You've defended long enough your passions and your ideas and your creativity with your willpower, and you've kind of learned how to master heaven or do what you've got to do in order to set in motion what needs to be done. Let's clarify the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands again. So we have a couple here. We have a Queen and a King of Wands here. All this fire energy on the board. Leaving Leo season. Summertime energy. So yeah, you definitely have a counterpart, I would say. I note that in the upright, they're looking away from each other. Came out like this. King's looking to the Queen, Queen's looking off, and in reverse, the Queen is kind of looking to the King. Maybe you want to see it in reverse. So, that's interesting. A lot of duality here with this card deck. So yeah, the King is holding a sword, and the Queen is holding a flower. So you got thought energy backing up the fire energy, logic, and then you got earth backing up the fire energy. So practicality, groundedness. But yeah, the King is looking towards the Queen. The Queen might be representing old thoughts of tradition in the way she wants it, whereas the King is looking to spice things up. And they're both looking towards the 8 of Wands, which is in regards to work. So let's Oh, two came out. Okay, so we got the Eight of Clubs, and on top of that, or the Eight of Spades, rather. And then on top of that, we have the Three of Clubs, Spades, and the Tarot is Swords. Clubs is Wands. So we have the Eight of Swords, in the tarot representing trapped thought, maybe self-enclosure, imprisonment, engagement of the self, but only of the mind. Three of Wands is setting out to some new venture, waiting for your ships to come in or waiting for the sun to rise. Maybe you're possibly, creativity expanding, setting out. Maybe involving, making a change in regards to work, your job. Maybe you want to change jobs. And the people that are coming into your life at this moment are probably going to give you some fire energy, some fire boost to make that change. Maybe a little motivation, inspiration, influence coming in. All right. Still trying to tie together the Three of Cups to the Knight of Wands, though. So, Spirit, can we clarify a little bit for the collective unconscious what we mean by a celebratory Three of Cups? Seemingly in the past, celebrating past union, third parties. But the Knight of Wands wasn't happy. She's not feeling what's going on. If there's like a little click involved in your life, Knight of Wands is not feeling it, wanting to set out. Again, maybe if there's a little click at work or a group of people at work that you don't get along with, or maybe in your personal life, maybe you're trying to set out to carve a new path. Now is always as good of a time as ever to do so. Hope this helps somebody out there who's watching this. Let's see. Spirit, any other messages for the collective unconscious? Late August, moving into September, regarding love, work, finances, personal lives. Any flippers, more than welcome. Got the Seven of Swords coming out. Thought, energy, strategy. Maybe you're leaving something behind. You see you got two swords in the distance that she didn't pick up. I once read that this, there's a wolf on her head, meaning, you're kind of leaving the pack mentality. You're, in some senses, cheating your way justifiably to leave the pack, to be the lone wolf in regards to your thought and logic and your reason and the way you look at things and the way you think of things for your own benefit. Not to say that it has anything negative to do with anybody else, but you're kind of looking out for yourself first and foremost. So, which in the business world you kind of have to do because it is business. So yeah, it's you're covering your butt by any means necessary. It's not as savage as the Five of Swords, but it does have to do with leaving the pack mentality and strategy and this kind of stuff. I'm trying to think what the Four of Swords is, but it kind of escapes me at the moment. Yeah, we can move on. We could clarify that Seven of Swords. And I just looked up the Four of Swords too, but it kind of escapes me. I know Four is about stability, application. Oh, Four is rejuvenation. Okay. I feel like a long, hard battle. I know she only has 4 swords in her little carrier. 1 in her hand, 2 on the floor. Spirit, you want to clarify this? This Seven of Swords energy. Let's see. Again, another Seven of Swords. 7 of Clubs. Very interesting. Doubling down on the strategy, doubling down on the kind of getting away with what's best for you in the long run, whether it be living circumstances and covering your own butt, or work circumstances, and the rest of your thought, logic, and reason, planning, mapping out, strategizing to move ahead. Spirit, you want to say anything else about this? From the tarot, we got some flippers. Let's take the, let's see here. Let's do it again because a lot came out. So, Spirit, I'd suggest, just to try to think of this in terms of the best way possible, excuse me. You want to have a mentality of like pronoia and prospiracy as opposed to paranoia and conspiracy. So I just think it's best, to have a mental outlook of, things are going to work out and we're going to get to where we need to be. We always are. Who, what, where, when, and why we need to be in this moment. It's a matter of knowing that and embodying that. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Yeah, so we're leaving something that no longer emotionally fulfills us. It's 8 of Cups. We're going to go try to get that 9 of Cups somewhere. We're looking towards the sun and the moon. So yeah, I think it's just about emotional fulfillment, using logic and reason to reach that, which is a pretty broad and general message. Spirit, do you have anything else to say? I'll clarify that with some cards. Reflective unconscious. Again, another 7. 777. Hitting the lottery here. I like it. 7 of Cups. 7 of Hearts. So yeah, you got decisions, It's interesting, you're leaving with the 8 of Cups and Hearts convert to Cups in the tarot. So you got some decisions to make. You got options, I'll say, whether it be in the romantic or the professional, work order, personal life. You got options. Let's clarify that. Got the 9 of Wands. Another 9 of Wands. So that burden regarding what you're leaving emotionally using logic with the 7 of Swords. That came out twice. Doubling down on the logical use for the sake of your emotions, I would say. Maybe your emotions are prompting this logical movement. And you realize you do have options, which gives incentive to the 9 of Wands, which is, you're leaving this burden. You're leaving this burden. And you're checked in with your emotions, with what you're passionate about and what you've been putting time and energy in. Maybe it's not paying off as you would like it to, so you're leaving that behind. This is interesting. Something's being left behind here. 2 of Cups. So this is agreement, cooperation, maybe a new emotional venture. Interesting to note, you got the 8 of Cups and 2 of Cups, which makes your 10 of Cups. So let's see if we could get a 10 of Cups to pull out here, to come out here. I think that's what we're kind of moving towards. Fundamentally, that emotional fulfillment. Maybe you want to find a job that fulfills you emotionally, or maybe it's coming in the current job that you have. Maybe there's a fire sign coming into your life that's going to help fulfill where you currently work, and to help lead towards that fulfillment. Maybe you got to do less work to try to support the morale of where you work at, your department, something like that. Let's see. Spirit, help us out here. Some info. Anything else? We're going to wrap this up shortly. We're already at the 30-minute mark. So, any flippers, anything? Spirit, collective and conscious. End of August, moving to September. Yeah, so it's just, I'm getting intuitively, work related. Maybe you're wanting to leave, but maybe something's going to want to prompt you to stay. whether it be some sort of financial incentive, finally get what you feel you deserve, maybe a new coworker, a new group of people, spirit, any confirmation, validation, anything else you want to throw at us. Got the star card. So there you go, when you wish upon a star. It's the higher octave of the Nine of Cups, wish card. You're making a wish, so make a wish. It'll come true. I feel like either way it's a win-win situation, whether you want to leave, whether you want to stay. Something new is coming in. That Ace of Wands from before. When you start, I'll say that. And it's something that you've been wishing about, praying about. And it's something that's going to help you maybe get to your own version of the Three of Cups. How you like it. You know, maybe it's your time right now. So let's see, what do we got? Spirit, clarify the star. Got an Eight of Wands. Got the Eight of Wands coming out here. Let's see, what is the Eight of Wands? That is an interesting. Eight of Wands. What is the Eight of Wands? I'm trying to remember in the tarot what the Eight of Wands might signify. Let's see. Oh yes, it's rapid movement, rapid energy. So whatever you're wishing upon is coming in rapidly before you know it, within the next day or so. Maybe it's here already. Maybe this new change to your work environment, your personal life environment. Eight of Wands is representing a rapid movement. Maybe some text messages from your friends or loved ones. Whatever it is, that wish card is coming in basically real fast with the Eight of Wands. So it's good news. We pulled two more and then maybe we can finish with another tarot card. You got your Jack, which is the Knight with the Page. Combined energy of Swords. Again, more something rapidly coming in. You want to use your discernment though. Your logic with whatever comes in. There you go. Ten of Swords, completion. Something is ending and something new is beginning. And it's happening really quickly in regards to maybe how you thought of things or use your logic and reason about things. Whatever you wish upon is coming in quickly. You don't want to be too gung-ho, I guess, when it comes to the air thinking logic element of it. Especially since something is coming to an end, and I would think that something new is emerging from that ending. Something good in your favor, since it's based off that star card, which is always a good thing. Spirit. There you go. You got your Sun card. Leo energy, fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Aries. It's what is that? 19, 10. Sun card is made up of the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Coins. So this is an awesome card. This is a better card than I ever give it credit for, actually. If you think about it, the Sun card, it's comprised of your Ten of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, you know, based on this Three of Cups, I would think. And this is something really worth celebrating. You got Seven other Cups, you know. And you did have your Seven of Cups here when it comes to you leaving your emotions. So this Seven of Cups and this Three of Cups, it doesn't surprise me. Now you drew this Sun card, which is comprised of that Ten of Cups that we know about, and then your Ten of Coins, which is earthly fulfillment, financial stability, fulfillment. So you got your emotions fulfilled, and you got your financial stability coming up here, probably in your work environment, your personal life. and it's looking good. Whoever that new person is coming in towards you is going to help the matter and the flow of things. And again, you got your Sun. Like, really give it credit. I know it's easy to not want to give it credit, but this is like that wish fulfillment right here in front of your eyes. After that ten of spade, which is 10 of sword, you know, you're wishing upon something. It's here now, real quick. Using your discernment, though, the night, with the logic and the thought coming in real quick, but you want to, you know, still mind your business, hold your horses, because that night is bringing in that end. Whatever this thought or logic, it's coming to an end real quick. You know, whatever was keeping you, the way you thought about something, based on your wishes. And we got all this fire on the board. It's coming in. Emotional fulfillment, financial stability and fulfillment, fire energy. What a great way to end Leo season, huh? Leo card, Sun. There you go. Leave comments, like, subscribe. That's my first reading. Hope I did you all justice. Love y'all. Bye. Peace.